what I'm going to do is let me give you a little update about what I've been doing on the countertop. Now this piece here, this is actually one larger piece. I had to cut it down to fit. The second thing I did, because I did not want to drill through the top and then try to fill in the holes, is I went through underneath. Now one of the things I had to do, making use of the things I had, the wood screws I had were actually a little bit too short, and the others I had were far too long. So the 1.5-inch piece underneath that this is resting on, I pre-drilled the hole so because it is hardwood and it would have snapped the screws, and then I did a little bit of a countersink to finish putting the wood screws in to hold this all around. On the top, since I did have to do a second piece down here at the end because it wasn't quite long enough, which is okay, because this crease here won't even notice it for two reasons. One, I have put joint compound in to fill in the gaps, and my sink will most likely be going here, which means most of this gap will be removed once I cut out the space for the sink. Now the color I've chosen is called, let's see, front porch green, or porch and floor green. And I don't know how well you'll be able to see this color. It'll definitely look better once it's on the countertop. It's one of my favorite colors. I know it might be a little bit dark. However, one of the things I can do is I can compensate with have some more LED lighting in here if it is a little bit on the dark side. So with that being said, I have sanded this all down, and some areas had some little crevices, but when I hand sanded it, that allows some of that fine sawdust to get down in these cracks. So I'm pretty sure I can do this in one, maybe a 2-layer paint job, and I'd like to use that color as my trim on what I'll be doing around the edge. So I guess it's just time to get started. Alright, this is the first layer that's been done to the green. Now, it's a little dark in here. If I put some light on it, I can see where it almost completely covered the wood and the tan colors on here. However, I used a brush, which did a pretty good job, but this time I'm going to try using a roller setup instead. And even though this paint's supposed to be a 1-layer coat paint, I don't know how long it's been around, and that's why I'm at least going to do a second layer, maybe even a third, before I polyurethane this. It might be a little hard to tell in the lighting in here, but this is the second layer using a roller instead of a brush, which is 100 times more smoother. So I'm going to have to let this dry to see actually how it comes out in the end, and whether or not I need to do one more layer. Alright, so I've done 2 layers of the porch green, and it came out really good. I can see a couple of spots that I missed only due to a little indentation, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do one more layer for the finishing touch, see how that comes out. Now there was one little difference here. I'd done a little extra sanding here with an electric sander, which I think was too strong, so I see why a shade difference, but overall I'm happy with it. One more layer will definitely take care of any last issues.